It's starting to get dark, but anyway, I reviewed a $40 shoe a few days back. It was the One Motion 2 from Chinese sneaker brand 361 Degrees, and the verdict was favorable. The shoe was worth every penny in terms of performance. If you think we can't go any lower from that price, think again, because we have a contender. And that contender is the GOEY 2, another basketball shoe from 361 Degrees. The shoe is a takedown model of Spencer Dinwiddie's main signature line called DVD. It's called that way because it's a play on his last name Dinwiddie, which somehow sounds like DVD. It gained some traction during his previous visit to China, being the first 361 Degrees NBA athlete to make a trip to the country. But going back to the GOEY 2, I saw the shoe on sale at Lazada for 1,700 pesos, which is about $30. It's a new shoe, and right now you won't find it anywhere else. So let's have a quick conversation. But first things first, because I know what you're thinking. Why is the shoe named GOEY? Short answer is that's the name of Spencer Dinwiddie's grandmother. In some of his previous interviews, he reveals that she is his source of unconditional love, his kind of safe place. She was the matriarch of their family and was his mom's best friend. In other words, the 361 Degrees GOEY 2 is a shoe that's made in honor of Spencer's grandmother, and the fact that the shoe already has a second edition can only mean that it's a shoe line that will see a continuous iteration, which also means that there was a first version, of course. The first GOEY was released last year, and pairs could also be had within the $30 price range. The design of the GOEY 1 was not too far off from the design of the GOEY 2, and people say that the shoe itself was generally a good on-court performer despite the price. So according to 361 Degrees, the GOEY 2's design is inspired by Spencer's love of sports cars with a bit of retro touch. The shoe is said to be suitable for players who play against small and fast defenders. It uses a lightweight and breathable mesh upper with PP or polypropylene film reinforcement. For the cushioning, the shoe uses quick foam light. The brand says the foam material is light and flexible and has high elasticity. This midsole is reinforced with a TPU panel extending from the forefoot to the midfoot, and the design is said to align with the sports car theme of the shoe. Then for the outsole, the shoe uses solid rubber and the traction pattern is similar to the other outsoles of Spencer's shoes, all of which are inspired by a circuitry design to echo Spencer's passion for cryptocurrency, specifically the Bitcoin network. As of this time, the shoe has three colorways: the sports car colorway, the Denver colorway, and the toy colorway. But regardless of the colorway, the overall design of the shoe doesn't seem to stray too far from the designs of the other shoes of Spencer, which could mean that he could have just one designer for all of his shoes, and I think it's not a distant possibility. Which also means that the GOEY shoe line will probably retain much of its design language throughout its life cycle. Unless there's a change in designer, the design changes may be minimal. And it's good for the brand in terms of costs, because minimal design changes mean minimal changes to costs, which in turn help keep the price of the shoes within the lower tier. It's been only about 3 years since Spencer signed with 361 Degrees, January 10, 2022 to be exact, and he already has a couple of shoes to his name, the latest being the GOEY 2. Having a shoe to honor a dear family member is a rare opportunity, and selling them for a significantly affordable price makes it all the better. Some of you are probably wondering at this point if I bought a pair since it's just $30. I did, and I'll probably receive the shoes after 4 or 7 days. I don't really have high expectations for the shoe's performance at this point, and I hope I'm wrong. Stay tuned for my first impressions video. In the meantime, let me know what you think.